Devo Bhava. We have to treat guests like gods. And I think, and coming to the prasadam thing, it's very important and it's very essential to treat guests. Guests in the sense, not only guests who come to the temple or something. Any small person who comes home and just gives association for some time also can be considered as a guest. And he can become a very nice Krishna conscious devotee sometimes. And prasadam. As you all may know, like South India, we have very delicious prasadam, and we always, like whenever we're serving prasadam, it's like we have to do it with a genuine attitude. It's like with love and care. With love and care, you have to in a serving attitude, and I think that serving attitude should be, from the heart. We can just adopt that. We should be loving and caring. It's not just to treat we are like that. It should be, we should get transformed ourselves with love and care to give it to the devotees. And sometimes I have an experience that some devotees are very kind to the people outside. When somebody comes home or in the temple, they talk very nicely with sweet words and everything. But it happens that if their own child comes near them and says, I want that, I want this, they scold them and they say, oh, go that side, don't disturb me, like they behave a little rudely with the child. So the guests always feel like, what is this? He's trying to behave, being kind or something. He's not actually kind, he's just posing himself that he's kind. That first impression may create thing like, retarding back from that person or something. So, I was not prepared to speak anything actually. I was just a half an hour back I was asked to speak and I had no points to speak. But, anyway, this is what I can say. Hare Krishna.
Today we're going to have some Gyana and Vigyan. We discussed, heard from Shyam Sundar, is his name, co-president of Devotee, Shyam Sundar, Shyamananda, excuse me. He's here. Okay, very good, thanks. Shyamananda. He saw how they have a special reception for first-time comers and even for second-time comers. Thinking that we have new guests, first comers, we have people So say first comers and then guests who are new. And then maybe came once before, twice before, but they're still new. They're still not fully at ease. Then you have people who are, they're also guests, but they're, you could say, more regulars or, so, for our maximum effect, what is our goal for our first comer? What do we want to achieve? We were discussing that. And the basic thing, we want to be sure he comes back, he or she comes back again. We want them to have such a nice experience that they'll want to come back again. Why do guests come back? Must have got something that they liked. Or maybe because they're very curious and they want to know more about what's happening. Or they expect to get something. Sometimes when people come for the Sunday feast, it's going to be a really big feast. 25 preparations. Come for our Sunday feast, we would have a bar marching dance, and they're interested. No, I'm interested in dance. Or they feel it's like a family, that they like the ambience, they like the way they're dealing. So then people have to think that it's time worthwhile to spend. Worthwhile to spend time. They may get like the prasadam. They had some intellectual curiosity, they want to know more about the philosophies, and they may just say, oh, this is interesting. Any other reason why would people come back? Like the people?
Friendship.
Friendship, is that the family friendship? We've already been able to establish some kind of a relationship. Nice atmosphere, relationship. Anything else?
Music, like chanting.
Culture, the music.
Like deities.
Deities. So, we discussed how it seems in order to get the people back, we have a few tools, right? We have, first of all, we have ourselves, whoever's going to be the host. So what's your calling card? Last we said, well, everybody has a calling card?
Smile.
Right. You have a wonderful smile. So the smile, when you meet people with a smile, that's your calling card. How you smile, how you appearing. Then we have some prasadam. We have some information we can give. We have engagements, we can keep people engaged. We have philosophy, so we try to help them feel philosophically, intellectually satisfied. Then we have friendship, relationship, and a sense of belonging. Try to make them feel connected very quickly. Then if you have something for their children, then that's another avenue to bring them. Because if somebody's children are engaged as constructively, then the parents will go along because they're very concerned about their children. They want to see the children productively engaged. I know that in the middle Middle East, one of our places built up their congregation simply by giving courses for the children. And then at the end of the course, they would have award nights, and every child would get an award. And all the parents are there, they'd have the children do skits and chant mantras. And then this way they would go and make friends with all the parents who came. And after that, then they would make so many new people. The whole effort has to be also a team effort. Whether you're preaching Mata or whether you're just from the temple, you have people going out doing book distribution, you have all the devotees who go out. So they all make contacts with people. I did a brainstorm once in Los Angeles, and I came up with 108 ways of making a contact. Then I went to Russia and I said they did 108, so Russia came out with 120. It was like a competitive thing. And some places we're going in America, they have these laundry mats, you go and you wash your clothes in the laundromat, so then you're sitting there with another 10 people while the laundry is going. So you can make so many contacts there, distribute books, talk to them, give them prasada, make friends. You're all sitting there, doing nothing. I guess they came up with so many ideas, meeting people at the video shop. And asking for videos. So, then behind all this, there's a kind of a science. So, you have got different kinds of people. We have got analytical people. So when you start asking someone, why do you wear this tila? Why this white thing on your face? Why do people shave your hair? Why is everything like this? And why is it like that? Why they start thinking and analyzing, trying to figure everything out. Analytical people. How do you satisfy analytical people?
Give them information.
Huh?
Give them information about what they're asking about.
Yeah, and to justify everything. Why we're doing it. Then they start, everything has a reason. Then they can start to accept. If you just be nice to them, don't answer their questions, then they'll stick in their mind that these people might be just sentimental, they don't have any reason. Drivers, people who like to control. They come in with their family, sit down, move here, do it. They want to control, so then if you want to deal with them, then what do you have to do? Huh? You have to give up a little bit of the control to them.
You have to give them something to control.
Yeah, give them something to control. Maybe here's some prasad for your family, some sweet, let them hand out the sweets. Let them do something where they can feel a little bit in control. You control them when they feel in control. Release a little bit of the control to them. They're not going to. So there's some people that's going to come in that drive it. Then we have another kind. Annual. A lot of Indians, a lot of Latins, and different already kind of friendly people. Hey, ¿cómo está? How are you? They're just really friendly. Within a few minutes, you can be like, as if you were doing each other for the whole night. Here, I walk on the street, and I saw some rickshaw, I haven't seen them for 5 years. Jayapataka, Swami, how are you? And I said, oh, how are you? How are the kids? How's your rickshaw driving going? Somehow or another, it's good heart. I mean, it's like they're like friendly people, and you know, like so you got some kind of people, amiable. How do you deal with amiable people? Justify everything. Be friendly. Yeah, you gotta be friendly with them. You gotta say you're friendly with them, they're friendly people. So how can you recognize an amiable person? How do you recognize? How can you?
Smile.
Body language. Some kind of.
Yeah, no, their body language, something, you know. Oh, this is, you know, people are very nice. I like to hear something. I mean, somehow you can see they have a friendly nature. Oh, you're so nice. They just, you know, they have like kind of a friendly nature. You can pick it up. They have emotional people. Emotional person. I feel. I'm feeling people. I feel. This seems really nice. So that's what they're feeling. So then you want to be able to, according to how the person is, when you talk to the person, you just think it's like small talk. We're going to have, I don't know, some these skits, but so you're talking, how are you? You know, what have you come to the temple, or your work, how you're working, and many different questions you might ask. From those questions, you're trying to figure out what kind of person is this. How do I relate with this person? Do I be friendly with them? Do I be an emotional person? So how they answer, frustrated, you're trying to figure out kind of his psychological nature so that you can better relate with the person and make that person feel more at home. How to establish a relationship depends on, to some extent, how the person, what the person's like. If the person is an emotional person, then you want to reciprocate with their emotion. Yes, and the deities are beautiful. More emotional level. But if you're an analytical person, then you say, why you're worshiping you? What are these idols? Oh, they're beautiful. It's not going to work. You're going to have to answer. So according to the kind of a person, you develop a different type of response. So these professionals, they have this. I read this also years ago. The travel agents, they've also figured out there's 4 kinds of people. When you want to sell somebody a ticket, some people they want to know, well, how much is it going to cost? Where does it, you know, and all the details and the rules. I kind of like this one. I buy tickets and drive me crazy. You know, all the things. But then there's other kinds of people, and they just want to know. Look, I don't know my ticket right away. I just want to fly out. I don't hassle. I don't care what it costs. You get some people like maybe they're more like the driver today. They have different categories for ticket buyers. This is for visitors. This is one way of categorizing. Maybe we'll come up with our own categories in terms of more spiritual things. We have our 4 kinds of people, like Krishna also divided people in 4 kinds. Those who are in need, those who are distressed, those who are curious, right? So you have 4 kinds, so you can also divide like that. You have curious, you have need, distress, then we have the curious, and then we have those who have knowledge. Oh, I read the Bhagavad Gita and I understood Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So get something who's already got some knowledge. And I saw you people on the street, and I want to know what you guys are all about, and what is this all about? And then you get somebody, they're like really completely, my wife left me, my father died, and they're like totally distressed. So they're coming to steal something, So, there was, Haridas, Bombay was telling the story. He was a professional pickpocket. He used to go to jail with medical time. Then he got out of jail, he got back to God and saw Prabhupada's picture. And he said, this is the person I want to meet, and I want to steal his watch. He got out of jail, then he went, found Prabhupada, went to him, but then when he actually met Prabhupada, met the devotees will let him see right away. First they engaged him in some service, gave him some prasad. So there was a transformation. And finally when he came in front of Prabhupada said, what do you want? He said, well actually I came here to steal your watch. If you don't have to steal it, you take it to his watch off and give it to me. He said, no, actually I want to learn from you, I want to serve you, I don't want to watch anymore. Instant transformation. He's such a wonderful way. He's the one that does all the television shows all over Asia. So, when people come, we'll be able to understand intellectually, how to deal with them, how to make them feel at home. And how to engage them. Say somebody's coming regularly, then you have to somehow always make Krishna consciousness new for them, something that's interesting. You have to keep it alive in their heart. So you preach to them according to their capacity. Think of engagements. What can they do? Some people, maybe they this letter Prabhupada wrote to Sukadev. He said that when people come to the temple, don't get on their case don't preach to the students or to the intellectual people about shaving their heads and being too over preaching rules and regulations. Rather, try to find out what they like to do. They can use their different skills and abilities for Krishna. The temple. And Jayananda Prabhu, he was so expert that he made me, I just walked in first day, and he is building the Rath Yatra, and he saw me, and he said, oh, what's your name? How are you? Oh, I said, well, I'm Jane. Oh, Bhakta Jane, or Jane, very nice to meet you. We're here building something. You know how to hold a nail? I said, a little bit. This is the first thing, I just walked in. So you have to hold the nail, and then not holding the nail, you hold it, and then you have to move your finger before they smash it with the hammer. It's like a two-part thing. So I held that, moved my fingers. Wow, you held that nail so wonderfully. It's nothing. How many people praise you for holding a nail? And he said, you know how to hammer too? I mean, you must be a carpenter. I said, well. So next thing you have the hammer and nail. He said, wow, you did that so wonderful. So once he had a need, he wanted to finish the Radha card. So here's a person that can help me. Okay, then after that, then he dedicated some time. You see what we're doing? We're building this chariot. This is a festival in India for thousands of years, and everyone who sees this festival, they get spiritually uplifted. It's a wonderful thing. And I said, wow, that's pretty far out,
we want you to help us. Can you help us with this? I said, well, I mean, what are you going to do? I said, we're going to build one of these. You're going to build one of these? Wow, that's pretty far out. It's pretty interesting. We got it's cute, How many years is that going to take you? I said, no, we got 1 week. And 1 week, you're going to build that huge thing. Come on. 1 week. Oh, Krishna's mercy. So he just took care of me, and then I was so into he's such a nice person, so gratifying and friendly, and I don't know, he could pick out, I was just, young person off the street and checking things out, 19 years old. So, next thing I do, for 1 week I was building a rock car. I don't say everybody comes in, you have to see it, he immediately could recognize what I was. I didn't have a job, I wasn't doing anything, so. I was, and he took such nice care. I think a few people, I guess, don't just come right off the street and kind of just get engaged with them. But he was expert at engaging, whether it's cleaning or doing some computer work, and you kind of find out if you want to engage this person, what can this person do? What would they like to do? Because once where Krishna consciousness, devotional service is a hands-on process. We want the people can experience it. They say like a picture is worth 1,000 words, but an experience is worth maybe 1,000 pictures. Once they can experience the bliss of some devotional service and good association with devotees, and of course Jayapataka also gave a nice prashadam and explained so many things while we were working, not just while we were working, but while he was so many powerful, interesting things about spiritual life. It was a real nice experience. When I see good devotees and they're like cleaning assignments, sweeping, they look very happy. So, every time you sweep the temple, you're cleaning your heart. Oh, gosh. So you have to kind of present things to people in such a way that they want to do it, they like to do it. So, when a new guest comes, the person who's greeting them, it's not just a mechanical thing, but actually, first of all, you greet the people from the heart, all those things, but at the same time, you're identifying what kind of person is it. You see psychologically, where they live, what's their motive for coming, what's their interests, what's their nature, how to reciprocate with them, how to establish in a short time. Sometimes I get every few years I get a chest cold or something. Then you go to the allopathic doctors. They always say, we will give you one broad spectrum antibiotic. That's the cure-all for everything. Broad spectrum. What does it do? It kills every living organism in you, good, bad, everything. And then that's supposed to cure your disease. After that, you've got to rebuild your stomach. Sometimes it doesn't work. Then I found that actually the better way of doing it is a special test called CNS, culture and sensitivity. You give them some of your spittoon from your cough, and they put a culture for 24 hours, and then it turns into this horrible mass of bacteria and things and fungus, whatever it is that you got in your stomach, in your chest. And then they test every known, and they see for another 24 hours which antibiotic actually kills the disease. Then that one they get, instead of a broad spectrum, you get a specific one that doesn't hurt you so much. Broad spectrum actually. We can, it can be, initially you can just, give them, just try to be general so it can fit for all the different kinds of people, whatever the people are. So once you're able to analyze and see the person is this kind of person or this kind of this, then you can start focusing more on that way. So initially you just be kind of general. You shoot in the middle, and then as you know what type of person it is, then you address their particular nature. So, how we know that is through feedback. We ask some questions, we notice, we see, we listen. Maybe it's simple little questions, how you're working. Just like we heard last night, or yesterday, how Tama Vishnu Maharaj, he would ask Krishna, you have a career change, what was he doing? He was analyzing whether this guy could be a devotee in a temple or not, right? Because if he just got married, if he just had a new career, if all the things he asked, okay, this person's probably not going to decently enjoy it. He doesn't have a job, doesn't have a career, he's, in between life changes, and that's okay. Then he's a good candidate for joining the Radha party. So he had his purpose for doing that, and he immediately asked a few questions and assessed where the person was at, and then gave him, he knew exactly what to say at that time to make his sale. We're not trying to get people like to come to the temple and really shave up or join up or be a devotee. That's not our purpose. We're just trying to make them, we're trying to establish a relationship in a very short time. We're trying to, be sensitive to their needs and be able to ensure that they're going to come back again and again and again. And the first impression should be good. So it's a whole science on how to do it. It's a whole methodology. Then also understand what service can we engage this person in. One devotee told me, he went to, actually it was one devotee who works in Africa. And he went to some Afro-American church just to see whether he could get some donation for his African mission. But he just went in like a new person, sat in the service, and later, so immediately picked up there's a new person. They went over and talked to him, and we were very friendly, and he said, would you like to know more about our community? Would you like to be part of our family? And maybe that's a bit direct, pretty immediate part, whether we want to take the same stance, I don't know, but that's the stance they took. And they said, so he wanted to make friends with them. I said, sure, I'm really interested in your family and your community. And then took them to the back room, they started showing them all the things we do. So would you like to sign up? They were right up. First time somebody walked in, signed them up as a member. And then he said, okay, sure, I'll sign up. And so, okay, now that you're one of us, remember, what would you like to do for God? What would you like to do for the church? How much would you like to regularly live financially? What service, This came here to try to get a donation from the African mission. But they're that together that, if someone comes in the first time, they're ready to take the right point of view. Maybe that's too fast. Maybe that's too fast. They may feel intimidated. That's something we can decide. But the fact is that most organizations have a policy where they want to take the people, how they want to engage them. We kind of do it just like people come in and see around. And I was giving, I think it was in Tam, if I'm not mistaken, we were giving a seminar in Los Angeles. And then there we were discussing about making contacts and cultivating people. And then in the middle of the program, in the middle of the seminar, one gentleman, he got up, he was a volunteer gentleman, he started leaving. And I just said, sir, I want to thank you for the seminar. And I just want to, before you leave, please take some, what's your name? Oh, thank you very much. Please take some prasada from the back table. There's some prasada. Take some before you leave. And he said, I just want to thank you. I just really want to thank you to know that I've been coming to this temple for 40 days, every day in the afternoon for an hour and a half. I remember before in the San Diego community, recently my job transferred me to Los Angeles. I've been coming in every day, and you're the first human being that talked to me. It's been 6 years and nobody said hello, nobody asked me who it is. If you were to go right Christian church or someone, there'll probably be someone scanning out and really recognize here's a new person. Go and talk to them and figure out how they can engage that person in their faith or their religion or something. So we're really missing, who knows if that's LA supposed to be a Western world thing, almost. And they don't have anybody there for. Even in Māyāpur, something came every day for 40 days. This is the security guards would say, what's this? Check it out. But we're really missing out on so many opportunities. That's probably why we get. I think sometimes people become devotees in spite of us. It's not so much because of us, in spite of us, in spite of all our feelings, in spite of our poor dealings. Few people persevere because of devotees, and some. I think Bhagavad told me the third day he was visiting the temple, somebody gave him an egg and said, come with us. I said, what's wrong? Come on, every day. They said, no, come on. And then put him out on the streets, so you're going to distribute this book, because the book distributed, you're going to sell the book. So I think some people are devotees in the previous lives, or somehow they were meant to be devotees. Anyway, we can get people. I was very pleased with the Jayapataka that they have their goal the first time, trying to get there, give an address, trying to get them to, so by the second time, get them assigned to a particular counselor area, have somebody following up on them. So they have a very clear strategy. It's very gradual, it's very gentle, it's low pressure. At the same time, it's very systematic. That's the kind of thought we want to put in. We want to build up our congregation, we want to build up, we want to save souls. And it's not happen very efficiently by accident. So that's the introduction. Now we wanted to have some, where's Swami? Huh? Well, he wants to share experience.
Part of the job of the congregation and the ministry is also to study what other organizations are doing. So we were studying one particular group of Christians in Singapore, the Faith Community Baptist Church. We already had some videos and books from their group. And then I happened to pass through Singapore, so I went to their auditorium. They have a 2,000-seater auditorium. I went in my civil clothes, just not to create any problem. And because I was freshly shaved, I didn't have my hat on. So I walked in from the back and I sat in the corner, just because I wanted to observe. So immediately as I sat, somebody noticed me, a new face, also because they are all Chinese. So then immediately somebody came and sat near me. And I was very happy because I came there to study there, and that gave me the opportunity to see how they approach. It was very nice. He was a chartered accountant, an accountant by profession, so he was a congregational member. He was not a priest or clergy. So he sat down, immediately asked my name, and he started sharing something that I already knew because we studied their approach through their books. So what they did, he took a piece of paper and he said, "What's your name?" I gave my civil name. My name is Carlo. Okay, Carlo, this is you. And you are in the ocean of death. Okay. And if they started sharing the whole graphic, basically in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, they give you all the philosophy. They say, you see, this is God, and man was with God. And this is life, eternal life. But then, due to sin, man fell down. And now man is here, in the realm of death. So now we have to go back to God. But good works are not enough. Not enough. Other religions are not enough. So God came down. In this way, you can go up through Jesus. So he did the whole thing, and he said, so would you accept Jesus? And I said, 5 minutes, the whole thing in 5 minutes. And I said, well, let me think about it. And then I wanted to know more. I asked, but how many times you share this with others? And he said, well, generally, once a week I get to sit with somebody, and I share this with them. And I said, how many people accept Jesus? He said, about 25%. So basically, he gets at least about one person every month to accept Jesus just by sitting with him 5 minutes. And then he was
12 a year. For every one of us make 12 devotees a year.
Yeah, not by chance. That time, the whole community, Faith Community Baptist Church, was 6,000 members. When I came back 2 years later, there were 9,000 members. That means they grew about 4 members every day. Every day of the week, every day of the month, every day of the year. And then at the end of the program, he said, can I pray for you? I said, sure, I really felt welcoming his prayer. So he took me, put his hand, and he said, my dear Lord, please help Carlo to shine in life and protect him and give him spiritual life. And then he gave me his address, his phone number. He said, if you need anything, please contact me. And I know, I really felt that if every time I write to him or contact him, he will do it, he will follow up. He will do whatever necessary to follow up on me. Hare Krishna.
Okay, so can you give us a quick
I mean, the clap is for the Christians, I guess.
Can you give your purport? How will you apply this in Christian service?
Well, first of all, they are in the lookout for new people. They are not spacing out. When somebody walks in their premises, they are always in the lookout when the next person, new person will come. And they're willing and able to approach the person. Second, they're very caring. They're not just putting up a show. They're very caring. They do it with the heart, both the hospitality part and the really caring for the person, be there to help. And another aspect is that they have a strategy. It may not be the most elaborate or deep philosophy, but they know what they want to say and how they want to say it. In fact, maybe tomorrow I can bring. We have the book where they teach how to present this. They have the book in which they show. First, draw this line, then write this word, then write this word, then cross this word, put it down, write this. So anybody who joins the community, they are systematically trained to present their message. It's not left to chance. It's not left to some hormonal inspiration of the moment. It's very carefully planned and very carefully implemented. And they apply this approach not only with people who come to their premises, but they apply this approach when they phone out to people, when they are in the street, when they knock on doors, when they go and visit people. They have a plan what to say at the first visit, what not to say, what to avoid.
more kinds of all the stuff we discussed. Listen, now I want to just facilitate some role play.
Yeah, I can do that. I'm a terrible actor.
It just needs a big warm hand.
I can leave you this all your props.
I went real quick this. So it'll be an impromptu. I need let's say a family, a couple that will come in here. 2 or 3 people representing the family coming and the child. And I'll be here, I'll be in the temple to receive our potential guests in here. Just give me a minute, I will change myself.
In 2 minutes. It seems alright. What is the bridge? Can you move a little bit, please? Cleaning here, you know?
Excuse me, can I ask you a question? We have a neighbor and they said that we should come here because there's nice food and we like Indian food. And that's
You sure you're not looking for the church there down the street? Is this the Hare Krishna? Yeah. This is the place in here. You're visiting, huh?
Yes, first time.
Very good. Very nice. I'm cleaning.
Is there anybody here that can like show us around or tell us more about the place or something?
Much to see around here, you know, there's a temple there, and you know, it's the garden is down there. We have a restaurant. You know, you can go in there, but it's closed now.
No, but they said free. They had free Indian food here or something like that. It's really good. They told us we could come and just kind of look around and stuff, and then get something to eat.
Yes, yes. This is the morning time. You can come a little bit. The restaurant is not open yet.
How about the temple room? Can we go in and see there?
You know, I try to be busy here. You know, I have my work to do. Otherwise, you know, I don't get Mahaprasada tonight. You know.
Is there a better time to go back?
Yeah, I try to come around the evening. We have a nice program here, you know. We do some kind of, we do our Arctic here. Art, you know what Arctic is?
No.
It's,
Okay, we'll come back.
No, I have a question. They said that God was here, so I don't know, like,
yes, yes.
is God here somewhere? Is that it's like a church or a mosque or whatever you call it?
Yes, but God not sleeping.
Okay, sir, thank you very much. We'll come back.
Yeah, yes. I got Mahaprasada. So exactly, this is one of the major problems. This is one of the major problems is, who is the man guarding your temple, you know, when somebody comes in there, right? Who is the person there? Because sometimes you leave somebody that has no experience to receive the guests. He is your front. So he's the front man. He's the face of your temple. So you don't leave us. You don't leave an experienced person to do the highest preaching. You make sure that who is there that will receive the guests when the guests come.
Because you don't want this happen. The Bhakta Birthday is going to meet a very nice family that has a genuine interest, and what kind of impression they're going to have is not properly trained yet. So you have to be able to have somebody there that is going to smooth the understanding of people. See, first, his propriety. His dress, not proper, not very good impression. But we haven't seen his profile before, have we?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we didn't just see one time, we see that sock style many times before. And believe me, they notice everything. They notice. They judge you by the socks. Now, like in business, they say, you judge a man in 10 seconds by looking at his shoes. If his shoes is clean and shiny, this guy's on top. If it's like, the guy can take care is dirty, something's wrong with his shoes, this guy is, forget about him. Just like that. So we have to be careful because people come to our temple, they will judge you by your exterior appearance. It's not much of how different you look, but how congruent you look. Congruent means if your style, even though it's a Vaishnava style, it's a correct style, and if they don't know what is a Vaishnava style, they know that the socks should match, and there's supposed to be no holes in there, and the saffron color has to be one color, not just a pattern of saffron shades. Because you dye the chocolate sometime, and you dye the shirt some other time, and you have like 3-4 shades of saffron. Those things make an impression then. Okay. So, and now how you answer the person that comes to you, how you give that information that help to them, it makes a lot of difference. And how politely and how helpful you are. And the major thing is, people come to the temple for one major reason. They're looking, that is the spiritual part of it, they look for some spiritual knowledge and everything. But what keeps people coming back, in the beginning, they want a sense of belonging. Okay, they want to feel part of something. A family spirit. I have devotees now, wow, I got such a family spirit there. I kept coming. I felt like I belong in here. So this is the most important part. Even before I go to ABC or philosophical ideas, people want to first feel the sense of belonging. I belong to this place. And it's our duty to give to them. And if you do that, your preaching becomes very easy after that. Do you think I'm dressed properly? Just coming out, doesn't know. I'm sorry. Somebody's watching me.
You should not cutting your nails.
Okay, so the sense of belonging is what keeps people coming here. And if you give that, this is our preaching. The beginning, this is our preaching. Everything else is going to come after that. Okay, I know so many devotees sometimes they felt, or people that come in, they don't show interest in me. Did you tell the story? The man was 40 days coming.
Yeah.
You tell that? Yeah, the famous story. So hey, nobody don't look at me 40 days. Now somebody say hello. So how was that? So we have to pay attention to every person that comes in there because that person was saved by Krishna. Sometimes we're thinking, why people are not coming to the temple? And Krishna is saying, I'm sending so many people in there, mistreating them. Why should I send more? You think about that. Okay? I already sent so many people, I sent a little sample, and now with no good response. So whatever Krishna is saying, we take good care of it, and then more will come. That's guaranteed. I'll go over time everything. So any more? Bhakta Birth is famous. So it's just like the prototype of the beginning devotee. So we should always be aware of that. We don't want to display.
We see you as Bhakta Birthday, but we see you as Bhagavad Gita Das that show us the right way how to do it.
Yes, okay, wow. Okay, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, who's gonna be the new family now? Any other volunteers here? I'm gonna try again. So, it's been very embarrassing because in Māyāpur we have one of the biggest temples in the world, in India. And I met people, very rich people and business people and government people. And they say, I went to your temple, and they also say, I asked one devotee, where's the temple, where's the where's. And the devotees are so busy, they say, no time. Service. And they just kind of like stare at the person, they're very impressed that everyone's so busy, but they can't talk to them. That's why we set up guest facilitation centers, because it was a real problem. All three devotees got tons of service. Somebody's got to get to the group pool in time, someone has to go to the press, and someone has. So all the devotees have service. And if we didn't assign, of course, many years to go, so you can take the 2 minutes, be 2 minutes late. If somebody asks you something, smile to them and tell them. And I saw a video about Walt Disney and how they train their staff. And they train their staff that all of you in Walt Disney are performing artists. Whether you're cleaning, whether you're the Mickey Mouse, or whether you're the one that cuts their lawn, everyone's an artist. Everyone that comes there is a guest. And they said many times, people will walk up to the guy who's cutting the grass and say, where's the toilet? Where's the, something? And if they don't treat the people nicely, they get a bad impression. So they train all of their staff, and they're all part of, when they go out on the grounds, they're on the set. They're all performing artists, they're all playing a role, and then what their function is. When any guest comes, and ask them something, that this is how they have to be received. So what this means is that in every temple, you need to have a policy, have a strategy, and you need to have people dedicated to doing this, but at the same time you need to have, which goes to with all the devotees, with all the leading congregation people that are going to be participating in your Sunday program, your week program when guests come. So that everybody has an idea. Because it can be the odd person, that's Dr. Murphy, that you didn't expect. I know when I arrived one time in Rio de Janeiro, and it was the time of the World Summit for not health, for ecology. And somehow nobody knew that I was there. Because my email didn't go through, because all the phone system in Rio was torn up for the summit so they could have more phone system. And I was there in the airport. There was nobody there, and I phoned the temple line. The temple line was not working, and I had it back to back. And luckily, right, there were 12 temples in Brazil, and I called every single temple in Brazil. I said, hello, this is recorded message, Recife Temple, in Portuguese it was, and then saying, leave your message. You call up somewhere else, nobody answers. 12 numbers I called, I could not get one human being with 12 numbers. I sent them all. Then I was going, what am I going to do? I don't even have to, I don't. Then fortunately, somebody came up and said, are you Jayapataka this morning? Yes, I saw you in Māyāpur 10 years ago. I was, back to Harry, and I went there, and I come here to pick up my wife. It's not like I ride to the temple. But it was just Krishna's mercy. Now, you're right. We have here Bhagavad Gita. These are responsible for guest reception in the which temple? Hare Krishna Paradise Temple.
Okay, I need the family again. These steps are very simple. So in the temple, the devotee you be there waiting for the family to come. So I go to the motions, and then I stop, and then we explain a little bit what we're doing there. We go to the next step like that. This is all impromptu. We didn't have like I called Tom Cruise to a little tips in there, but it was busy. So anyway, this is just to have a basic idea how to go through the motions of receiving people. This is not like a hard and fast rule, but I try to give a little bit of the principles involved in receiving guests, so you can put your own personal personality, their personal touch to accomplish what we want to accomplish. Okay, which is that the person has a sense of belonging and he wants to come back in here. The first thing, when you see it, so the thing is, see, as soon as they walk in, we talked before, that there is a thing called disorientation. People go in new place, they feel disoriented, they don't know, with the environment. So whatever goes and help the person get oriented, just like when you walk in and somebody's holding you, you feel very grateful to that person. So here's the person, the couple comes in here, the family, and they need information how to relate to this place in here. So the person that goes and help them, that is a psychological idea of being grateful to that person that make them feel comfortable, because they have a little pressure in there, in a strange environment. We all experience that, right? Whoever had that experience, being alone in a place, the first time, yes. So whatever came to you and said, oh, this is the place, this is what's happening here, and gave that information, become very grateful to that person, you start to, because what? Because trust. You see, and when you cause trust, it's the beginning of, I'm going to listen to this person, because when you get trust, you trust the person, you start to have confidence in that person. And then you're going to listen what the person has to say.
So when you want to make your commentary, you can say like, time freeze.
Yes, right. So first thing here, the couple walk in, you should show immediately that you acknowledge them. The worst thing is that you're sitting there and they know you notice them. You hang there. So finally, okay, what to do? No, we're not going to do that immediately. See, we show that attention. That is important. When we show them, immediately we care as soon as we saw them. Good morning, sir. Ma'am, how are you doing? My name is Das, and I am the guest manager in here. May I help you anyway? As you're coming for the first time?
Yeah, today's my day off, and me and my wife are just taking a walk down the street. Just looking stuff in.
Very good. Do you live nearby?
I live about 2 blocks away.
Okay. See what happened? See what happened is that I did the first contact. Okay. Now here, before even coming here, I want to decide. Should they expect me to act? How am I going to act in there? I'm going to act, Hindu. I'm going to act Westerner, or I'm going to make a maska chaska. Halfway. Be careful that you go like this, he goes like this, and then you go like this, and he goes like that. Don't let that happen, right? Sometimes it happens, okay? So what you do is that you really take charge of the situation. Sir, may I have your name, please?
My name is David.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Heitor Sandrasky. Glad to meet you. Here they call me, I have a special name here. It's Bhagavat Amrita Das. Bhagavat Amrita Das. Yes, it's a name that means, the nectar of the Lord. See, once you talk about the Lord, always have that special feeling.
That's a special name.
Yes, thank you, sir.
This is my wife, Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle. How are you doing?
Hi.
Very nice.
You see, now here, yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes you think, if it's a Hindu couple, then we decide, well, should I go to Western style, shake hands, or should I go to the Hindu style? So you have to find out this in 5 seconds. And if you're in doubt, always you ask. You see, man, would you like the traditional greeting? We shake hands, or should I do the peace sign? This is the peace sign. You see, you ask.
I thought peace was this.
Okay, good twice. See, you know a little humor, you know? You do a little humor, see, they're already relaxed. They're already relaxed. Okay? And that's what you want. You want to relax them. No, they come here, now relax. This guy's normal. You know, he has a little humor. Okay? So now you're going to tell them how to be comfortable. Would you mind if you start coming here and take a seat with us, you know? And you can relax a little bit and talk about what we're doing here.
Okay, we have about a half hour. We have another appointment to go to. So we just wanted to come in. If you just take a little bit of time, we can do so.
Very good. So now, see, let's say we see you comfortable, right? So what happened here is he's telling you his needs. His needs here, I have only half an hour. Now if you finish everything half an hour, you like it. You like you. If you drag on after half an hour, make this appointment, guess what? His appointment important, so I never go to that temple again. You know, this guy is so insensitive. He made me miss my appointment. So I know now that I have half an hour to do whatever I have to do in here. So mentally, I have to understand that I have to cover everything very quickly, only the basic things, and just make me feel good with that time. You see, that's very important. So, at this point in here, I'm gonna start explaining, get feedback from the client, okay, from the guest. Where are they from? You already told me that he lives near here. What that means, this family here, they can come to the temple all the time. You see, he can be a good supporter of what we're doing here because he lives nearby, and that's what we're looking for. He's a guest. Means he's the person that can come every day and be part of the program. You already gave that hint. See, but that hint I'm going to use later on in the conversation. I know already his potential. Okay? So, did you tell your name already?
Yes, my name is Dave.
Dave. Yeah. Okay.
My wife, Michelle.
So, Mr. Dave, can I call you Dave? Do you mind?
Let's do call me Dave.
Okay, thank you. Always ask permission. So people don't like you to get intimate in the first conversation. So you ask, how do you want, it's also nice, how do you want me to call you, sir? Actually, that would be the best question. How do you want me to call you? He'll tell you how you want to be called. Sometimes you have important people, and they have big positions. They don't like you to call Dave. Who's this guy? You know, just met today. You know, I'm an important man. You know, people call me doctor, so, PhD, MA, whatever. Who is here to come as a Dave? You know, I'm not Dave, this man. You see, some people they demand. So you don't get trapped in that. You ask the person how you want me to call you. Okay, Dave, Michelle.
Actually, I have a question, if you don't mind my asking.
Yes.
The decor here is really nice, so I was wondering, who's your interior decorator? Maybe I can get some tips from him.
They born in here?
Yeah, it's gorgeous. The carpets, the curtains, everything's really very, very nice.
Okay. So now, that's freezing here. They make a question and they show interest in something. They already come with something. We like artwork, we like colors. No, what kind of people they are? They're visual people. Okay? They respond to visual stimuli. I know that if I show a book to them, they may not like very much, but if I show a movie, they'll like it. If I show beautiful paintings that is in the back of them, they'll like it. So I know already, more or less, what I have to do with them. You know, things that are beautiful, or if there's a book with paintings, or, you know, like decor of India or something like that, I'll show to them, because that is what they tell me here. Okay, now, let's see, I don't know anything about the decoration in the temple. Okay, because, see, I'm a human being, I don't know everything. So, I'll tell them, I come back like this. Hey David, you know what? This is a great question.
David Michelle, okay. Michelle, that was a great question, you know. That's one thing, I'm very busy with a lot of things. I never thought about that. I tell what I'm going to do. I really like this question because I can learn a little bit more, even know what we're doing here. So I'm going to get this information to you this evening. Now I know you live nearby, you know, I can, if you come back here some of the time when I'm passing through, I'll leave this information with you. A person deliver to you, or you can come pick up, you know, you see the desk over there. I'll leave the delivery out for you because I also want to know about this. See, what I've been doing here, I've been endeavoring to get that information. And sometimes people come and say, oh, I like this. Who made this? Oh, I don't know. You know what? I have a question, you know. It's really nice because it's no boy and spiritual, like that. Interesting thing. I made a question, you know, it just half brush it, you know. And that question is important for her. So acknowledge that, and if you don't know, it is okay. Do not do the following thing. Try to smooth over the question like you know something, but you really don't know. Do not try to get away with it. If you don't know, you say it. People acknowledge and respect. Somebody says, I do not know, I want to get to the answer. And if you try to just, you make a story about it, you know, then if you don't know really what you're talking about, it can be just hazardous, you know, in the end. Let's say I say something, she asks a question, and then I don't know anymore, I have to call you anymore, and I get myself in a box. We don't want that. So I acknowledge, I really do not know, you know, make a declaration, but you know, now that you ask it, I'm really going to find out, you know, interesting, I want to share that with you. So if you can come, you know, next day, I know you live nearby, you come next day, I'll be here, we share that together, at that time we'll know, okay?
Great, thank you very much.
Yeah, very nice, I'm glad to have about that. So, you come in here every day, you see the activities going on in the temple?
Yeah, we pass by here probably about 3 times a week, go for a walk, yeah.
You just walk in the park?
Yeah, we always saw this big building, we just never stopped in, we always knew something was happening. We don't know exactly what's going on. We're not really so much into religion. Both of us aren't part of a religion. We don't really like religion so much. We just find it kind of, you know, bogus. It's more of a cheating type of thing. We stay away from it pretty much. But we know this is some type of different type of culture, different than Christianity or Judaism.
Okay, we're freezing here. You see how we stumble to explain how he knows, you know, he don't want nothing to do with what's going on here, but he's curious. You see? So he's standing actually said, look, you know, just looking around, you know, don't pressure me anything. You're going to preach it to me. He's telling that. See, that's what he's telling you right now. Don't push it. See, he didn't come here before, but his curiosity got the better of him. So he wants to know, but don't push it. So you're not going to go, you know, Christian's God, you know, if you don't share any Christian, you know, you're a carny, you're nonsense, you know, you're better for shot, the dog, and this and that, don't worry about your head, you know. Guess what, you know, you never see this happening. So now you know you have to go very softly, you know, say, hey David, don't worry, you know, our religion just makes you feel good, you know, are you feeling good?
So far, if you're
welcome to the brotherhood, you know, this is it. We just want people to feel nice, and they have some nice things to offer people in here. We have a lot of visual. Actually, we have a little movie that I can show you. They show a lot of activities that we do in different parts of the world. And some of them shows like old temples in South India. You're gonna love those. See, just connecting the life, cultural things, visual things, and you're gonna love to see that movie. And you know, it's a different universe. And Michelle here also. I don't know what I have to do with decoration or anything.
I love decorating. In fact, I'm trying to get more ideas about the house right now. So when we walked by, I was thinking, wow, it looks so nice outside. It must be fabulous inside. I was thinking that.
Okay, so now we're freezing that. See, what happened here is this. She's the one who dragged the man in. Okay, now you know, if you get a girl, you get a man. Forget about him, religion, this and that. You're working here. And this guy is just carry on. Whenever she goes, he goes. Hey, this is the fact of life in here. Do not ever subestimate, you know, the power. See, because in marriage, I was in sales.
was in sales for 10 years, and every time it comes the time to pull the credit card and said, do you have this money? I need $1,000 now, I need $2,000 now. Every time they go blank, and they turn to the other half, honey, what do you think? Every time, never fails. That's why they won't give a tour of timeshare or anything without the spouse being together. There's no question about it. So if you're working here, you know, if I get their commitment, he'll come along. No big deal. So you know what to do. Now, if you're a man, you be very respectful. Okay? So let's say, you know, okay, now we discussed. We found out, you know, a lot of things in common between Vedic culture and, you know, whatever they do in decoration and everything. So they warm up a little bit. So I said, invite them to take some prasad. So I said, hey, David.
Yes.
Bishop. So you'd like to experience a little bit of different taste in food. I know your time is a little. Always ask his permission. I know the time it's a little bit short in there, but no, we'll take only 5 minutes. A little over the time we already have. Would be okay with you?
I'm not so hungry and I'm a little bit of a picky eater. I don't
Let me
really
do something, David. Michelle, what do you think? You know, I give you a little taste. You know, whatever's hungry, you can make some prep for him. Love you for that.
Do you have recipes?
Oh yeah, they have all kinds of things. It's okay with you? Now you ask the killer question. David, if Michelle here wants to stay a little bit more, would that be okay with you?
Yeah, but we do have that appointment.
No problem.
Later on.
Michelle, it's okay with Michelle.
So a little bit longer, but then we have to really.
Just blah, blah, blah. It's gonna be in. Okay. So now you have the table, right? You come here, bring the table. Now you come in here, walk in the microphone. So when you come in, so it's a little warm up, and I've already talked, you know, already, but it's getting into the thing. So what happened here is you bring them to it. See, David, here, come in here, I'm gonna show, look, we have 2 styles on here, okay? We can now do the cultural thing, which is all sitting the floor. It's like a joint family, a tribal gathering, but we're not gonna show that to you, okay? That's okay, no, I'm just kidding. But you know, it's nice experience, but actually, we have a set up in here that will be very comfortable. Now, David, come in here, look. Please take this chair here. I want you to sit right here. Be very comfortable, Michelle. Nice, right here for you. See? Now, there's another chair in here. I'll sit. What happened here is I took control of the situation. It's subtle, but I'm telling them what to do. They are in my hands. See, I'm taking control. David, you're sitting here. Okay? Now, there's a type of personality. The driver. The driver, he likes to take control. In that case, you know, there's another way of dealing. Generally, the people, you tell them, you're sitting here, you're sitting there, means you're taking control. Why? They're giving control to you. That is a psychological importance to them. You see? They accepting your authority. Oh, they're in your house. You must take authority. Okay? Do not push it though. You take authority in a subtle way, like a mother and the child, with love and care. See, because the subtlety is, once you take control, so you tell them what to see, what to eat, what to experience, you're going to tell them how they should accept Krishna. And guess what? You know, you do this, yes, you do that, yes. Generally Krishna, yes. Boom, boom, boom. You see? Just like that. 1, 2, 3. Commonly known as bada bing, bada boom. Okay? So you bring the plate and you show them. Okay? That's not a fast and hard ruling here. I'm able to the time. Throw me a break if you think I can cut it now. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna just close this in 2 minutes, unless you want me to continue anymore. So I don't wanna go over time. I get all excited about it. I can't stop and talk about this. I can go all day long.
I can go talk, I want to go with them until they're chanting, they shave their head, and they Māyāpur, and Ganga, everything. David, it's coming, David, don't worry. Okay. Now, anyway, so 2 more minutes, I'm finished. So I'm sitting here, and then I make the preparations. I show some control. I'm in charge here of the guest relay, so I take control of the whole situation. I get the prasad and I put in here. I tell them, each what they experience. So this is the subject. I explain. This is be careful. This is chutney. So they don't have to like spice, maybe.
Not so much spice. I don't really like vegetables too much either.
Do you like that?
What type of food is this?
Wait, next time is this. Are you the type that never ate the broccoli?
I haven't eaten broccoli since my mother.
Who's the president in America that never ate this broccoli? Bush? You vote for Bush? No. That's okay. Michelle, what about you? Is it okay with the...
Oh, this looks really nice.
Michelle's really cool.
They look really, really pretty.
Michelle, what do you think? If I can tell you how to... Now, this some of this, you can make at home, you think you'll be happy. Next week you come here, maybe you get more responsive to the vegetables. What do you think?
I think maybe if I take a few of these dishes, the way they look here, and add a few things that he's familiar with that he might like.
Okay. Now, I would want to do this for you, Michelle. Look, I want to pack a whole thing for you, and I have some special sweets, okay? And you're going to love this, because, take care of David here. And I tell you what, every time you come in here, you look for me, okay? I'll make sure that, we're going to make him David a potato wall. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's great. We like potatoes, actually.
It's sweets. I like the cake.
Like
Not
cake?
so much into the vegetables. But
Oh, I
cake,
like that.
cookies.
And then we start talking about food. Our specialty here, we cook cakes without eggs, and it's a magic cake, because it tastes better than the cake with eggs. So we make the sense that if we eat cake without eggs, we don't lose anything. We're not gonna lose anything.
I don't think I ever had cake without eggs.
You're gonna love this one. So anyway, you're affirming that. So anyway, we can go on, and then at the end, you let it go with a smile. You see, and then, I guarantee they'll be back in here for that experience. They like that. They like that. Okay, so I'll leave it there.
Did they get their name or address?
No, I have to leave because we do it. I can go on and tell all the steps. Of course, we will get them. They live nearby, and then at this point, they'll tell their house and there, the yellow windows or something. Then you need the telephone number. That's a way of getting the telephone number, email. And then, we're going to Japa chanting. You bring them and say, hey, hello, David, respect you, the Sunday feast, invite for Sunday feast, like that. But the thing is, we felt the warmth. David, how do you feel? It's good, the experience in here?
Yeah, you've been kind. We have to go in to an appointment that we need to attend.
David's busy, man. But Michelle, anything, I'll help you. It's nice. That's nice food here, holy food. They will be okay.
I think I like it here. It smells really nice.
You see, she's done for it. And then she comes, you come too. No problem. At the end. Okay, they don't know yet, but my body, the body don't know yet, but just quite some time.
So tomorrow, you like more this useful role plays?
Yes.
Play some more tomorrow? Yeah. You ready to come up and take care of the guests? How many are ready? Not that all you gotta hear. They're ready to take care of the guests.
And then we have 5 seats, everybody, 1 and 2, 3 people. And then one will be the couple, the other one will be the receiving. We all train, it's nice. And we go around telling, points to everybody.
So, thank you all again for participating, and we, as we're presenting this pilot workshop, and we were also around, well, I'm definitely going to evenings, and hopefully we'll come back tomorrow and we'll, what we're going to discuss tomorrow, and tomorrow we also contact, cultivation, and follow-up. And these bands. Thank you very much. Anyone else who can stay back and ask questions here? Māyāpur. If you need skill, we did it one of the biggest group of our congregation, of course, is the Indian community. We don't have a few Indians here. But I know, like in Moscow, there's a lot of Indian students that come to the Moscow temple because they go there to study medicine, different things. And all over the world, so it's also maybe a little special trainer because a lot of them are not Indian, so they may like to know how to deal with Indian guys. And we are a little bit from last year. But as Barbara said, maybe it's like to see it like that or something to us, different kinds. Yes?
I would just like to say my experience. My husband and I were traveling around India for 4 months now. And actually, people respected Indian people. They all wanted to shake hands. If you did like this, namaskar, they were like, wow, you're following my culture, and I'm following yours. They were actually respected. That's more than if you would shake their hands.
You went like this.
This was practically all of the cases like this.
Okay, thank you very much. And now you're all free to associate and ask questions.
Thank you for watching our videos. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.